All right, guys, this is take 3. Um, Thought I'd come in here and do a quick video. Didn't turn out to be so quick, but I wanted to give you an update on my '69 Chevelle that I'm doing for Brian at Got Fuels Model Car Garage. For those of you who don't know, that once a year we get together and we do an appreciation build for one of the builders that's prevalent within the YouTube community that has been around for a while usually and done some good things and for the community and lent a helping hand for the community. And Brian's that guy. Brian had gotten together a bunch of us individuals to basically help with Hobby Barn, Terry Thacker, who recently passed away, and he helped organize a fundraiser for that for the family. And has a Saturday night um, live that he does, just like 4 hours long. Um, and they get on and they basically update you on their builds. And he usually has 6 to 9 builders on there. And they update you on their builds and they update you on how they're doing and what they're doing. And they try to stick to model building as much as they can. But you know how it is, a bunch of us get together and we start cutting up. The other thing is that during a live, I think this year or in the past couple of months at least, he's been doing a 37 Ford pickup build that a bunch of them are updating on. I think he does one of his lives is specific to that build. So, but anyway, I thought I'd come on here and update you on the '69 Chevelle that I'm building for Brian. So basically, what we're doing is building this in a hot rod resto mod style. I've completed the interior. Um, Got to get my pointer out if I have one. That works. That might be too thick. How about this? Yeah, that's good. All right. Booster's done in gold. Did some steel, kind of give it a contrasting look. The windshield wiper motor is done in steel. It calls for black, but I wanted something different. Um, the windshield wiper fluid box is done in flat white, which I like. Did a two-tone interior. So this is a tan that a camelback tan I think I got from MCW. Just so you know, MCW has good paint, but I have trouble with it not sticking to the plastic sometimes. But that's just me. What we did on the door panels is we did some bare metal foil here, separated the colors along the natural line, and did a semi-gloss black, highlighted the accents with some chrome. Both door panels obviously are the same. And the dash I did in all black, but I accented it with some bare metal foil. This is all bare metal foil here. Filled the gauge clusters with epoxy to give it that lens look. Did bare metal foil here. This is done in a white, and that's just the kit ball. That's just the kit shifter. This steering wheel is a Super Sport steering wheel that I got from Ryan at Z-Force Model Works. If you have never had a chance to experience his products are some of the best that you'll find. The center's done in a chrome, accented with black on the center, and then painted this a desert tan, covered with a clear orange from Tamiya. Centers, I followed the two-tone effect with the seats, and then I covered them with the seat belts. These are Go For Racing, I believe, or Model Car Garage. Model Car Garage photo etch for the seat belts. And then the actual seat belt material is medical tape, and then I just paint it to whatever color I want, which is, in this case, a flat black. Those came out awesome. Just love it. I also flocked this interior, which, you know, I've explained in the past that it's not my favorite thing to do because it gets everywhere. It gets, like, I've got little black seeds all over my seats. You can kind of see them, but it gets everywhere, and I just don't like it. It's messy as can be, but we as model builders, we know it's there. We got that thing, you know, we want it to be there. So that's the interior. Here's the frame. Did a little bit on the frame. Did the front suspension. Got the steering in. Did a little work on the engine. Engine is, I'm not going to paint it until I'm done drilling holes in it. I'm going to put these aftermarket headers on it. I got these from Iceman Collections. These are those Dart. And then I'm going to put some breathers in it. They'll look really good. And I've basically filed down with my trusty file. That's a Tamiya file. Filed them down and got them flat, and then I'll put these on there. That fits real good on there. That'll look good. Now for the paint job. So I have fussed with this paint job and fussed with this paint job. I have dunked this sucker 3 times now, and I just couldn't get it right. I think I finally got it right. So this is the paint. This is a black base covered with this sparkly silver base from Splash, which is my favorite paint in the whole wide world. And then I hit it with this candy, which is a sangria candy from Tropical Glitz. And that's the color you get. And when you see this in the light, holy cow, is it sparkle. Whew. I'm not quite sure if I'm done with that yet. I might add a fade to it. Here's the interesting part of this is that, you know, they use a inner coat clear as a carrier for their candy dyes over at Tropical Glitz. So it actually looks like it's been cleared, but it hasn't been. You could probably get away with polishing that and doing your wet sand on that. Heck, there's 4 coats on there. It should last. But that's not what we're doing on this one. So there's a Desert Rose Pink that I'm thinking about putting across the bottom here. Maybe even up to this molding right here. That's what I'm thinking about doing. I think it'll look really cool. So that's it in a nutshell. So I want to get some stuff going on the motor. That's kind of where we're at. You know, I got to finish up the interior of the body shell. I'm going to paint it black, and then we'll get some clear on it, and then we'll cut and buff it, and that's probably going to be my next update is after I do that. So, and you guys know I love my automotive clear, so it should look really good after it's cut and buffed. So, but that's it. So I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a good night. Happy Monday. This is Terry. I'm out.